Hello, this is Problem Machine, back with some more Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Basically, just gonna go through the left side of the castle this time, left side of the reverse castle, which is, I guess, the right side of the normal castle. That still gives me brain problems to think about. But moving on, I just gotta go here through the caves. All stuff we've seen before, not a lot to say. Can do a lot with different kinds of skeletons, I guess. I mean, something that, I keep on thinking about is just how much you can do with a palette swap. I mean, the Nova Skeleton enemy is basically just the standard skeleton type. Oh, there's another save point right here. I guess they pack them pretty close in this part of the map. It's basically just the standard skeleton type, except for, then they just create a particle effect for the beam, and that's all it is, It's a palette swap and a particle effect. And you have a new enemy type. One that actually adds a lot of, kind of tactical... I don't know about tactical depth, but sort of situational, God, I'm having a really hard time thinking of the appropriate words for what I'm trying to express. Tension. Situational tension, let's say. I'm just doing a little bit of doubling back here so I actually get the map exploration. I don't know what there is in... Oh god, these guys. Okay, forget map exploration. These guys are annoying. They're basically just speed bump enemies. Grab that. Even though I've already got a bunch of them, and I'm probably never going to use any of them until I get the duplicator, which I'll only get after I beat the game. It's funny, all of the gem drops now are just zircons and diamonds, just at the cheapest and the most expensive end of the spectrum. So here things get a little bit dicier, kind of literally, since there are these... No? I thought they were here. I guess they don't come in quite yet. There are these spike things that try and mash up your feet when you touch the ground. There we go. Oh shit, I did not see that Nova Skeleton. So that's what I kind of mean about... about tension. Oh, and I wasn't able to pick up the crucifix again, even though I wanted it. Where am I going here? Oh, I guess this way is fine. Oh shit, I tried to double tap the jump button and jump out of that, but obviously did not quite pan out. So those things can be really dangerous. They do a fair bit of damage just up front, and then they also can knock you into nasty situations. And basically just that whole combo can kind of repeat itself until you die. It is actually funny that I went into this series with the intention of... actually, he helped me out by stunning me a little bit there. With the intention of, taking a close look at the art, and now I get to sort of, literally have another perspective on it by looking at everything upside down and flipped left to right. It actually makes it a really good game for examining that. It makes me wonder, what additional... sort of considerations they had when creating the art. I mean, there are a couple of areas in the game where it's designed to be seen upside down, like a room has upside down elements to it. I'm actually, I may have said this before, but I'm really curious at what point in the design of this game they knew they were going to be doing this whole reverse castle thing. Is that an idea that they started with? See, now this... Oh, wow. Okay, so that is just a straight-up slope. What is this? Is this 1-to-1? I guess so. I'm sorry if you're less interested in slopes than I am, but it's something, as I said, that I spend so much time programming in my game that I tend to focus a lot on when I'm playing platformers of any sort. Well, any sort that has slope tiles in it. Sometimes it's surprising. You could get like some even NES games with some really sophisticated slope tile work, where they seem to support like all sorts of arbitrary slope angles, and they affect your movement in interesting ways. I just expected there to be a plant there because there was for all the other ones. So it's kill Frankenstein because he's right by this save point, and I would like to save just in case. Oh my god, first try. Oh no, it's just a turquoise. Okay. They also drop this. No? That's not it either. Oh, you know what? I think they just drop. That's another thing that only drops after you beat the game. They drop a ring that's like the best ring in the game by far. I think it gives like plus 20 to every stat or something. It's a ridiculous piece of equipment. But yeah, I think it's something like the duplicator that only spawns after you beat the game. Donk. I like the little donk sound he makes when he hits the wall. Donk. I stopped attacking just so we could listen to it. Oh. And this guy's really on a roll. Oh, never mind. And I think that's all of them. Yep, what does that one do? Strength plus 10. So I guess I just started doing a lot more damage. And with that, I can, at any point now, go in to beat the last boss. Okay, so let's explore... I'm not sure whether to call it the top or the bottom of the tower, but what is currently the top left part of the map. Oops. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that turquoise is what drops instead of the crazy broken ring that would be there otherwise. Oh man, a dim sum set. That sounds really good. That's a shuttle. Now I feel like Lautrec. Yeah, now I'm making other Dark Souls references. Now, a circle this has a weird special attack. That's its normal attack, where you, for some reason, kind of swing it sideways. I don't think that's really optimal. But yeah, then you can throw it, which is pretty cool. I think that's just a standard punch when you don't have it. So that's kind of cool in that it provides both. I don't think it really... Well, let's try it instead of the Heaven Sword for a little bit. And this is the Poison Mist. It makes it yellow. It's going to be hard to get used to doing a little bit of a fireball motion to use that attack. Oh, something that I didn't note that is kind of cool is that your bat wings are based on your cape color. So for this cape, I have the same like glowing red effect that the cape has, but if I actually change it to, I bought this a while back. It's the cape that you can actually manually change the color of, which is pretty neat. So I could make it like, okay, it's just 31. Make it like this kind of an eyesore. Let's go for cyan on the inside. Yeah. Maximum style. And I think we're just going to play the rest of the game like that. They won't see what hit them. Or at least they won't understand what it is they saw when it hits them. I'm gonna blind them with style. Okay, and I've been this way, that's where the Frankenstein was. I forget whether this elevator just stops working at all or what. I guess we'll find out when we get to it. This is the clock tower, I think, which we'll do in just a second. It doesn't have very good range, unfortunately. I mean, it's kind of comparable to the chakram. It's kind of worse than the chakram when you consider that you can have two of those out at once. Well, that works too, I guess. Okay, so I don't see a switch, so I guess the elevator's just shut down. Oh, I gotta go in here real quick. So around here is where the switch would be. Now technically this any color cloak, the Joseph's cloak, is slightly worse than the Twilight cloak that I was using before. But it's much, much cooler. Okay. Save up. Oh no, that was the library that I passed the first time. Okay, well I guess we'll do the clock tower and then the library. Actually, and this is for a very specific reason, I'm going to do the library and then the clock tower because once you go through the clock tower, you're at a transportation door, whereas when you go through the library, you're, I guess, kind of close to this one now that I think of it, but it's a little bit less convenient, I think. So let's just do the library first. It's about the same either way. Okay, yeah, there's this just this transportation right here. So, I don't know. Maybe I was off base. Whatever. It's about the same either way. On the other hand, there's a bunch of really cool drops in the library. So, I'll have more chance to check those out if I go this way. And I'm probably going to have to farm to get some of them if I want to show them off. But I can at least show them quickly. On this run, you know, hopefully I'll get one of them at least. Some of them are actually a pretty common drop. I don't like just messing with the shuttle stuff, it's annoying. Oh, that's right, that's a good one. More lost painting. So, oddly enough, just these little floating guys who aren't much threat drop the best weapon in the game. And there's no real dispute about that, it's just the best weapon in the game. But pretty much all of the guys here have a pretty good drop, and you may have noticed they're like a Wizard of Oz reference. Everybody is... I don't know what the Shmoo is supposed to be, but we got the Tin Man here. I forget what the Tin Man drops. But I know that the Lion drops something pretty interesting. It's and I think it's pretty similar to that fist weapon I was using for a while. It's like another iteration on that idea. Can't remember whether there's a boss in this area either. I guess we'll find out. With these Tin Man guys, they've got so much defense, I just kind of gotta wait for the critical. No, there's nothing here. That's boring. Could have at least given me a health up or something. That is not the most powerful weapon in the game there. That's their other drop, unfortunately. Again, more ramen. Also sounds delicious right now. But is not, surprisingly enough, unlike in real life, the most powerful weapon. In real life, of course, we are all slaves to the almighty noodle. Oops. It was just the worst time jump. Okay, I think this bottom path gives me a save point. Or, no, this is just a dead end with maybe an item. Yeah. This is where the fairy card was in the other castle. Alright, we got Schmooze now. Right here in River City. Schmooze which rhyme with poos, which stand for pools somehow? I also like the carpet on the roof, or the throw rug up there. Okay, I just wanted to look at those stairs for a moment, see if they were the same. I thought maybe they would be the same sprite, but just tinted or color shifted. And I think that might be. I mean, like, this room is the same color as those stairs were. I don't know. That's not their rare drop either. Okay, well, let's go over here. Another neutron bomb. Got kind of a lot of neutron bombs. And what's this? Baudelaire. I've never heard of this kind of sword. Oh, right. So this one, you can actually, if you just leave your console on, it can also be a 99 power sword. I think it's basically just an attack power per minute. Well, no, it would be much weaker than it is right now if that were the case. But you know, that's how it scales. If you just let the clock run, then it gets more and more powerful. It makes me curious, like, what the name of that sword is. Like, is that a reference to something? It's nothing I'm familiar with right offhand, but it makes me curious. Really hoping for a cool drop at some point here, but if not, I'll just, after this episode, I'll go out and farm until I get the good drops that are interesting, and show them at the top of the next episode. Oh, here's one of them. No, that's just a gauntlet. Shit. I thought that, yeah, his other drop is also, like, it's a fist weapon, so it looks very similar, but no, this is not it. Oops. Those guys are also much more vulnerable to magic attacks, but I don't have any. I don't have a magic sub-weapon, so I don't really have any handy. At least not that can hit enemies below me like that. Interesting, I still do damage through that. I wonder if I'm actually doing damage through their defense, or if this has a little bit of a magic damage property to it. Storolite. Sounds like a Steven Universe character. Oh, interesting. Now, I use sub-weapons so rarely that I'm probably not going to get a lot of use out of that, but it's a cool thing to have. I kind of wish they had that for every sub-weapon, especially if it does. I don't know if it does something special to it, or if it just increases damage. It would actually be really cool if there was an accessory for each sub-weapon to like give it a special effect. Okay, and yeah, we're just going back out the way we came. I probably don't need to save as much as I do, but you know, it would be very tedious if I lost progress just due to making a stupid mistake at some point here. Now look at this. This seems like an actual smoothly curved slope here. Which implies yeah, I don't know. Like, this makes me actually really curious about how they do collision detection, because right here it just seems like it's tracking to the pixels, doesn't it? Like, it's just saying, like, projecting you out onto the highest pixel. I don't know. Like, as I play this game more, I find that what I had originally assumed was fairly basic collision detection is a lot more advanced than I had believed. So I'm going out this way just to get more opportunities to get a cool item. If I don't, that's fine, but... Oh, there he is. Oh, there's another one. I'm trying not to kill them when they're in the walls, so that it would suck if they dropped an item and I couldn't pick it up. Actually, I don't think they even drop items in walls in this game. If they're in a wall, I think they just cancel the item drop. I've never seen an item drop in a wall. Occasionally I see it, like if you're in an area where the walls are thin, they'll drop it in sort of a no-go area, but never inside the walls. Now I also feel like this tile set shares some tiles with the catacombs, but I'm not exactly sure of that. Oh well, I guess no drops, so I'll have to come back here and farm a bit later. I think probably what I'll do is I'm going to go through the clock tower and then beat the game, and then I'll come back with one last video that'll probably be a little bit of a short one where I show off some of the things that I couldn't in the main videos. Transportation room. Okay, clock tower's over here. There we go. Kind of thought about saving, but I think I'll be fine. If it gets close, I can always use a healing item. Oh yeah, this is the one remaining piece of starting gear that I haven't had. This one is really good. It has high defense and it boosts your attack. Didn't know these guys were here. Ouch. So I'm not used to doing the speedrunner thing of like jamming on the backdash to go faster. I don't actually know what the timing on that's supposed to be, or if there's supposed to be a cancel on it to let you do it faster or what. Okay, I was pretty sure there were items here. Luminous. Another sword forged by elves. Not really as good as the other one. I guess one of them was forged by the elves who knew what they were doing, and the other one less so. The other one was forged by the Keebler elves. They make a good cookie, but they're not much for swordsmithing. And they don't even make a very good cookie, really, come to that. It's alright, I guess, you know, for a store-bought cookie. I guess I couldn't just let them have that. I had to clarify it. I mean, really, you know, what else do they have to define themselves by? It's just an act of cruelty to try and take that away from them. I guess the reverse castle clock tower is the oops all yellow Medusa heads version. Okay. Oh, these guys. So these are the guys that drop the Heaven Sword, but it's a pretty low drop rate, so it's kind of hard to get. They're also pretty nasty. Let's see. Oop. Okay. Ah. I gotta hit this some number of times to open a secret door. I did it in the other castle as well, but you have to do the exact same thing again. Except for it's even more annoying. Oh god. Don't fuck with it, you fucking sword familiar. God, if my sword familiar ends up clicking it one more time, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Oh shit, I ended up clicking it one more time because I was ranting about my sword familiar. Come on. There we go. Okay. Moving on. Two more. That was satisfying. Oh, so was that. Medusa heads also have a rare drop of a pretty cool shield that's kind of like the dark shield that I got. Oh shit. It deals damage to enemies you touch. God fucking damn it. Almost tempts me to put the mirror armor on. It's a shield that does damage to enemies that you touch with it, except for it also turns them to stone, which is pretty cool. Okay. Another diamond. And the sunstone. Which is, I think, the inverse of the moonstone. Yeah. So, again, I'm not sure exactly how the timing works on those, whether it's like a half-hour on, half-hour off kind of thing. But whenever one of those is giving you stats, the other one isn't, and vice versa. Okay. Okay, he just drifted right off screen. So yeah, here's a good example of a few different slope types. Though interesting note that it can't handle 1 to 2 slopes. It has this block here to prevent that from happening. And, you know, that's not a surprise to me because... what? Because in my game, they end up... Because those are like steep slopes that you don't expect to be able to climb up, like, I end up having to handle those sorts of collisions completely differently than I do with the normal slopes. The 1-to-1 and 2-to-1 slopes, and 3-to-1 slopes to come to that. Oops, don't think I'll be getting that. No. No dim sum, no pot roast. What did I just pick up? I guess I just picked up knives. Just want to make sure I get anything that's lying around this room. Just in case there's anything cool. I don't think there really is. I think anything that's hidden in these walls are just food items. And there is, I think, a secret door here. Destructible wall, maybe. Around here. This room is longer than I remember it being. There we go. There it is. What's in here? The moon rod. What a time to be alive. Not great damage. Let's see if it does anything else. Oh! That's pretty cool. Let's use that for a little bit. Although, let's use it with the rune sword. Okay. Grab that before it disappears, at least. And here's where the boss was. I killed him. No more boss. And that basically clears out the castle. You know, except for a few little spots here and there. So let's... Oops. Let's transport back to the... I guess it would be the one that's in the tower, and then I just walk back to the gallery. Is it the gallery? Something like that. I guess I didn't explore a lot of the alchemy lab, but, you know, whatever. You get the idea. Oh shit, that actually probably would have been a better way to go. I'm gonna... This was where I was originally going to go out, but instead I think Olrox's quarters would work better. Which is this one? Yes. So this one I think they could have just gone with the same music as in the normal castle, because it's honestly hard to think of anything nearly as appropriate. That's pretty effective. Oh, and now I get the Dark Shield first try. I spent quite a while farming this item. This moon rod's pretty cool. I wonder how many of these I can have out at once. I guess just one wave of 4 is the limit. Okay, well, and this will just take me directly... Wait, am I going the right way? I don't think I am. Let me look at this again. No, I want to go back this way, and then in here. And this is going to take me basically directly to the last boss, which I think I'm just going to fight, since, you know, we've basically seen what there is to see. And, you know, aside from a few specific items, which I'll have to collect separately, and a few interesting encounters and things like that, which I'll have to showcase separately. And now that I have the 5 Relics of Vlad, this just pops open. I think I have to wait for it to dong 13 times again. 13 dongs is a lot of dongs by anyone's standards. Well, almost anyone's. Oh, apparently I have to wait for it to open all the way. And... okay, let's go this side first because it has stuff. Stuff and then save. That's what I always say. Okay. And here we go. And this music is the same as before, and is still probably kind of difficult to talk over. So let's not hang around, let's just go right in there. I will quickly observe that it looks a little bit more purple here than it did before. I don't think that's just my cloak talking. I think that's actually the color of the area. Okay. First we fight Shaft.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft.
Shaft!
This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if 2 vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
Okay, but leave the robe alone. Or a cloak, I guess, more accurately. I also can't really use this in the air, which is a kind of a drawback. So, I don't know. Let's go back to the tried and true. I always feel like just nothing else works as well. So this is basically undodgeable. Fortunately, it doesn't actually do any damage.
Oh, no!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
Yeah, sick burn.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
I cracked his marbles good.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten
So
what they did to
to
your
think
mother?
about it, when does he ever actually
Think
leave
you
this castle?
I would forget such a thing?
He just kind of
No,
hangs out here.
But neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again.
I'm gonna switch to the punchy hand for punching. Punching hand. There is the punching hand.
Behold my true form and despair!
I already did that at the beginning of the game. Oops. Ah. Okay, what's he doing? He makes funny noises. Ah, the combo! The combo! Oh, I think I'm going to die here. Because I waited a little bit too long to heal. Yep. It's where he just shoves you into the corner. I mean, he just puts baby in the corner. The stun locking in this game is just bananas. Okay, the walk armor should actually be really good now. Yeah, so let's just put that on and put the fist back on. And oh hey, I can actually take off my. There we go. So let's try it like that instead. I guess the lapis lazuli would still be a kind of nice thing to have for the crits, but hopefully on balance the extra damage will be more worth it. Oop, ah. Oh shit, not quite enough height. Okay, let's do this one more time. Oh, do I have to fight Shaft too? At least they let me skip it now. Good slicing there, buddy.
No!
Okay, yeah, I know. Ugh. Okay, good, good.
Behold my true form and despair!
Quit it. That's right, he smashes those again. Ah, God! Oops. Okay, now I gotta heal up, apparently. Oh god, where's my healing items? They're in here somewhere. Okay. Yep. And now I can switch back to the punchy punch for punching. Oh, he switched to succubus. That's rude. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of just fighting him in the worst way possible because I'm not that interested in fighting him correctly. Ah, thanks, buddy.
Go back whence you came.
Yeah.
Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
Go whence yourself.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
So
You have
defeated.
been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Yeah.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and
Was that
loses
sarcasm?
his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last
I don't know.
words?
It was more a sad
She
irony.
said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
She also said, go fuck yourself.
Forgive me. Farewell, my son.
So you don't see the reverse castle here at all, even though that's the one I was in. Maybe it was supposed to be like a metaphysical castle. Maybe it was just the normal castle in a mirror. But in the previous cutscene, it really seemed like it physically appeared over the other castle, so I don't know exactly what they were going for there. It's kind of a cool cutscene, despite being, like, pretty ugly in terms of 3D modeling.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to
And
fight
look at
your
the
own father.
reflection on the water. The
Fear not.
highlights are
I
nice.
had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed.
I mean, that's
But
the
you must
only animated
always
part of
remember
this backdrop.
that the only
But
thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to
but it adds
do
a lot of
nothing.
life to it. Just making,
I understand.
adding that one little animated
Alucard?
element
What will you do
makes
now?
the entire thing
The
seem a lot
blood
more
that flows
solid.
in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard?
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
No. It's best this way. I can't ease his torment. Someday, perhaps, we will meet again. And on that day, maybe.
I see.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
So that's the ending, and this episode ran a little bit long. Whatever. So I'm gonna, I don't want to promise another episode because I don't know if there's gonna be enough stuff to make that worthwhile. But I'll try and get another one, just sort of showcasing the remaining stuff that I didn't quite get to. So I hope you have enjoyed all of these episodes, but most notably this one right now that you're watching, and I will see you next time.